I was my own worst enemy in my head. I was always telling myself, not good enough, you can't do that. Every time I'd play with my son, I would complain I couldn't keep up with him anymore. If you can get over that hurdle in your head, telling you that you can't do it, you're stronger than you think.
Most people aren't able to actually step out of that puppet show that we're all sitting in and realise that we're all being programmed to be fat, broke and fucking miserable. You've got to be able to break through that, especially if you want to have such a change like you have, such a drastic rebuild. You've shifted your whole identity.
Just joining the MPT took me out of my comfort zone. That was another one of my goals, to be in great shape before I was 40. Now I'm 39 next week. Beat it by a year.
The way that we've built this is all built with that goal in mind, to start your calories low, get your body fat all the way to 10% whilst building calories as high as we can, then getting your calories even higher while you maintain 10%. You never have to worry about it again. Talk to me about what a 2,600 calorie diet or nutrition plan or meal plan looked like for you.
Yeah, so...
All right, here we are at MPT HQ. We're joined today by MPT Rebuild success client all the way from New South Wales. Come up with the wife. Yesterday, was it?
Yesterday, last night.
Yep. Craig James, father of three, does FIFO remote work.
Yep.
He's dropped 17.5 kilos in just under 6 months and gotten himself very close to, if not under 10% body fat. We'll let the recordings from today decide whether you're above or below 10% body fat. So we just got done with a MPT style back and trap workout. We just filmed a bit of extra stuff highlighting Craig's new physique. And today, mate, welcome to the podcast. We're going to have a chat about your rebuild.
Thank you. Let's do it.
Awesome. So with these ones, I'm very mindful about saying the same thing over and over and over and over again, but most of the time that's necessary. So what I'll do is I'll hand it over to you, mate. If you can just tell us a little bit about, who you are, where you're from, your history with health, your physique.
Yep.
Maybe when it started to decline, when you realised that it was something that you couldn't fix on your own.
Yep.
Just a bit of a background kind of story.
Yeah, so 39-year-old male, father of three, mining operator. So shift work, it's hard. I've only been doing it for 2 years now. And I guess that's when I saw the probably decline in myself. I've gone from a very active job to a very sedentary job.
What were you doing before?
I was working in a hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was doing the 15,000, 20,000 steps a day.
Wow.
So I actually found it hard to gain weight. But once I changed careers, so to speak, I couldn't, I just saw the scale keep climbing and climbing. Tried to get back into sport. I used to play a bit of soccer back in my junior days, but it was 15 years since I laced the boots on. Tried a season of that, but body just didn't like it being over 100 kilos.
Okay, So just for context, you're
102 when I started the MTB Rebuild.
MPT, with us. But your heaviest was 110?
110 peaked up.
Okay. Yeah, but you're also 6'2".
6'2". Yeah.
So, if you look at these before photos on screen, you don't look that bad. You look a bit kind of solid, but...
Yeah, no, well, when I had the initial call, I thought, I could lose 10 kilos. Let's do it. I'll do 10 kilos. But, having seen the side-by-side comparisons of my first photo and where I was at yesterday, that's crazy. The difference, 6 months, and that's 6 months difference right there.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so I wasn't aware that you had a career change, and that was the moment you went from. What were you before you started in the mines?
Like
90, 85?
No, I was probably about 95, mid-90s, I'd say.
Okay, yep. So still not quite where you are now.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, okay, yep. And for you, what was the moment where you knew you needed to change?
The wife could probably admit this. Every time I'd play with my son, I would complain. I couldn't keep up with him anymore. He's 10. I've still got a lot of years ahead of me where I'm going to be running around with him, and I want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I guess that was the catalyst, and seeing a slow decline in my appearance too. Like I'd found myself covering up a lot more. Like I used to be a guy that went to the gym in singlets. The last few years, oversized t-shirts,
Yeah, wow.
and just, so no, it's good to be feeling great again, and I do. Like I was exhausted, but doing this rebuild has given me back an energy I didn't think I'd get back.
And your knees don't hurt anymore playing with your 10-year-old boy.
I was running around with him yesterday. I'm fine. I could have kept going.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, and you did mention to me that. Because we have a process here where I will give the client who's coming to film with me what I call a fat folder. And I say, hey, get your family to find any pictures of you when you were fat before the MPT Rebuild so that we can tell your story with the correct photos. And what did you say to me? I don't have many fat photos because I used to hide from the camera.
I was always the photo taker.
Yeah.
So I'd take the photos. So
Yep.
you know, I didn't. It was hard to go back and find some, but I did. And looking back at them, I wouldn't say at the time I thought I was fat. You know.
Yep.
But I definitely wasn't the healthiest I could be. Yeah. No.
I think another big eye opener for you and your photos is you look a lot younger now.
Yes.
Like you look like a young, fit, jacked, healthy dad who, in my opinion, is how a father should be as a role model.
Totally different person.
Whereas you looked like you were kind of on your way to becoming...
I said this to the missus yesterday. I said, I don't know, I would hate to see where I'd be at if I didn't bite the bullet and do this rebuild. Like, it would have been a slow decline. And,
Yep. And it's interesting, man. I think when you hit kind of 30, 35, you can either really rapidly look like you're in your 50s or 40s, or you can actually look like you're back in your early 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And the choice is really yours. Yep. You know, it comes down to your daily decisions and your daily habits.
Decisions, yeah.
You know, whether you're willing to prioritize sleep, whether you're looking to lift weights, and, you know, whether you're able to get your calories sorted.
Yeah.
So talk to me about some of the things that you tried, you know, before us, because you mentioned before that you and the mate used to go to the gym a lot, and you've obviously lifted. You had a fair bit of muscle when we started, and you know you've only built upon that with us. So walk me through that. So in the 20s, you were pretty jacked, pretty healthy.
Yeah, I'd play constant sport. I used to play cricket and soccer, so I was always tall and thin. So yeah, it wasn't until probably 30s and mid 30s that you know, probably. I guess I gave away sport and focused more on probably working, and that's when I really probably focused more on the gym as a form of physical, just being physical. And yeah, so things I tried to research myself on how to lose weight, and I just couldn't do it. I wanted that accountability. I wanted and I wanted that guidance and professionalism. In what I found with the MPT Rebuild, like the weekly check-ins really helped keep me on track, and the results speak for themselves.
Yeah. So when you said like you researched, like did you try any of the popular ketos and cutting carbs, and did you download MyFitnessPal and try and count your own calories?
I did. I downloaded MyFitnessPal. I think
how'd that work for you?
Not good. It was not sustainable. Like, it was too complicated. I've tried the fasting. That's terrible. I couldn't do the fasting.
Is that because you would be starving at night and then you just binge?
Yeah, that's it. Like I overindulged. Like just couldn't do the fasting. It wasn't for me. The shakes, you know.
You did the man shake?
Yeah, I've tried the shakes.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried to count my calories and you know, the proteins and the carbs and stuff, and then nothing worked for me. Tried vegan. I tried doing that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't ideal either.
Yeah.
So I've tried a few different things down the track.
Okay. Never did Ozempic or any of these peptides that I'm hearing about. No, you never did that.
Haven't tried that.
You probably weren't fat enough. So even if you went to the doctor and asked for it, he may not have given it to you. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. There you go. So I guess from your perspective, the missing piece that you received from us was that specificity to you. We got the calories, the macros right.
Yep.
And I think you mentioned earlier that it was the accountability.
Yeah.
You know, like as busy men that have, I mean, you've got 3 kids. That's madness. You know, 11,
15 and 18.
Yeah, so your son's 10, turning 11.
Yeah.
15 is your middle daughter, and then your 18.
Daughter.
Like that's okay. And you said your missus works full time as well.
Yeah.
And
full-time worker.
And you're driving in, you know, how far away for work?
About an hour and a half away.
Okay.
And then I stay for a few days and then drive home. So I'm constantly on the go.
Yeah, wow. So like you're busy, like a lot of our viewers and a lot of our clients.
Yeah.
And I've always said, like, what you're doing is you're essentially outsourcing this part of your life to us, who is an expert at that. You know, it's like, really, it's like when you run a business, you outsource your accounting to an accounting expert. Hopefully, if you don't, you should. And, you know, you can get to a portion in your life where, you know, you want to hire a financial planner too. You know, somebody who specialises in that one thing.
100%. I need someone with that knowledge and know-how, because, you know, I thought I knew what I was doing and I didn't, you know. I'd spend my time that I was supposed to be enjoying with my family counting calories.
Or thinking about it.
Or thinking about
Doing
it.
your head in.
Exactly.
Why isn't it working? What am I doing?
So investing in you guys, you just had it all written down for me. I just had to follow a plan. And as easy as it is to do that, it was still mentally hasn't been easy.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
A challenge, but totally worth it.
Yeah. It is interesting that a lot of men don't, like they want to try and wing it on their own.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work. Like every other aspect doesn't work. You know, I mean, I think the problem with the Aussies too is like the whole weekend warrior blokes that do their own renos in their own homes and they fix their own garden and do their own landscaping and maybe they work on their own cars. They think that because they can do that with their body as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, some guys can, don't get me wrong, but it's very difficult.
100%.
Like the amount of study and obsession that I've spent over the last 24 years of doing this, 25 years actually, I started at 14. Mate, Malcolm Gladwell talks about it being 10,000 hours to be an expert at any one thing. I reckon I've done 100,000 hours of this. It's all I've think about, so there's no way you can catch up on that. And like you shouldn't. You're a dad. You've got kids, you've got a wife, you're traveling, you're working, you're doing something else.
Yep.
Hand that side of your life over to someone who knows what they're doing, who can guarantee that if you do this, you will end up here. And that's what we do.
It's 100% correct.
But then we get these guys that come in and go, oh, I know what to do. It's like, well, one, why'd you click on my ad? And two, take your shirt off in front of the mirror and do a rotisserie. Yep. Does it look like you know what to do? No, you don't. Yeah. And it always interests me, but someone like you, obviously, you just tried enough. You're at the time in your life where you're like, for things to change, I've got to change. I'm going to drop the ego and I'm going to hire these guys and I'm going to give this a go. Yep. And I think our 10 kilo guarantee is very appealing
100%
for people. And that also proves to you guys that we know what we're doing in case our plethora of results don't.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, cool. So you kind of had enough knowledge to kind of think you knew what you did, but after countless attempts, you decided, no, I'm going to give this over to somebody else.
Yep.
And here we are today,
that's right.
Well and truly 10%, looking amazing, feeling amazing, more energy to give back to the kids and the family.
Yep.
And you're not thinking about, what am I having for dinner tonight? Or what am I going to have this week for, why am I only losing 200 grams, not a kilo? Like, what's going on? Yep. You don't have to think about any of that shit.
I can enjoy my free time now when I've got it instead of stressing like that over things like that. Yep.
And I mean, peace of mind is worth a lot more than what we charge, man. Like it really is. I've tried to hire that many different business mentors to get my business to the next level, and none of them know what they're doing.
Yep.
I always curse and swear and say, you guys, our clients, have it so lucky because we know exactly what to do for you guys. And I just wish I could find someone like that in the business world that could help me get my business to the next level, but it just doesn't exist in that realm.
Yep.
Very cool.
I'm so glad I bit the bullet because, it was a struggle trying to do everything myself. Like I needed someone with the know-how, and having seen clips of your clients and their the transformations, it's like, well, let's give this a go. Yeah.
Yep. And look, it's testament to you. You've been a great client as far as adhering. Yep. So you joined in October. Yep. We're filming this in April. So we have a lot of people that kind of get left off ship during Christmas, New Year's. No. Like a lot of them, they come into that period with every intention of getting here, sitting next to me on the podcast and getting to 10%. But then the old excuses come back. Their friends and family or their kids might talk them into having a few drinks or eating a new meal, or eating off the plan, or just letting the hair down. Come on, one little whatever won't hurt. Yep. And they end up, like I said, off ship or left on land, whatever you want to say. Whereas, again, to your credit, you stuck to it during that period.
I did. Yes.
You were having doubts in October. Yep. About, should I do this now?
Should I do it now or should I wait till the new year? So glad I did it 2 months earlier.
Yeah.
And I got through that Christmas period and I didn't miss it, and I'm better for it 4 months down the track.
Amazing. Yeah. And look, the thing is too, if you can get through that period, everything's easy now.
Everything's easy. If you can get through that, you can get through anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Birthdays, Easter. They're a cinch.
For sure. So you've been really good with adherence is kind of the point I'm making. So, we mentioned downstairs before that the plan is simple. The rebuild method, adding calories, eating similar things every day, structure, discipline, accountability.
I love the structure,
But it's not easy because we're fighting against temptations, the family eating different meals, roster, maybe getting bored of the same stuff potentially, or thinking that you need variety. Mate, how did you overcome that? If you could give me as much insight and information as to how you overcome that mentally.
I'm lucky. I've always been passionate about fitness, so I follow a lot of bodybuilders and you know, it's just, if you've got a goal and you stick to it, like you'll reach it. So I wanted to lose that 10 kilo, no matter what. So a lot of it was in the mind. Like a lot of it was in the mind. That's what I mean. It wasn't easy. Like the structure and the plans of the diet and the training are easy, but the mental part of actually like waking up early and going to the gym, or telling myself, nah, it's all right. You're tired. Sleep today. Gym tomorrow.
Hit the snooze button.
Hit the snooze button. But nah, I didn't do it. And it's just a mental game, really. And I just I pushed through it.
Yeah.
And now it's routine.
Yeah.
Now everything's normal to me.
It becomes a habit.
It becomes a habit.
Yeah. So explain to me like how you push through in those moments. Like what tools did we give you? What resources did we give you that aided in you winning that mental battle? Because it's all mental.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned earlier, Brian Tracy, the podcast. I think that was the second podcast I was shared. Power.
No, it's called No Excuses.
No Excuses.
The Power of Self-Discipline.
Power of Self-Discipline. Yeah. So I've recently started that one.
That's
again.
the second audio book of the month that we give you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So having started that again, and just it's true. Like it's power of self-discipline, and that's pretty much what I did. So if I had a temptation there, like when the family wanted takeout, no, I'd eat my meal on my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mentioned this downstairs that Tony Robbins, who's a world-renowned success coach, and I think he's worth $1 billion now. He's done amazing. I think he's got a goal this year to feed 3 billion homeless. So he's getting together with other rich people and providing food, because he was actually on food stamps when he was a kid. Really cool guy. Really, really like his stuff. And he talks about the concept of total immersion. And I mentioned this downstairs, but that's what you did.
Yes.
Like you didn't make an excuse and then ignore your co-coach's call. No. You didn't do that once. We have clients do that.
Yeah.
Fuck up on the weekends and ignore us for 3 weeks.
If I couldn't make a call, I'd be texting.
Well, yeah, you may have rescheduled, but you showed up and you communicated with us.
Yep.
You stayed active in the group.
Yep.
You watched other people's success and, encouraged them and saw that. You listened to the audiobooks that we give you each week or each month, which is designed to help you win those battles. The guys that come in and go, I don't need the fucking audiobooks. I'm like, well, you're not going to win. I can already promise you.
That would have been me. Because before I started this, I did touch on it downstairs. I was fighting my own mental battles. And, I'd scoff at, you should listen to podcasts. You should listen to podcasts. And it wasn't until I started with you and you started sharing the audibles and I started listening to them that I resonated with them. And that they're true. That really helped me. Get over a lot of hurdles.
Oh, it's understated, man.
Yeah, it's really understated.
I mean, there's so much coming at us as men, but as human beings at the moment, that's just negative. It's headlines. Yeah. And all the marketers, whether it's the Herald Sun, Channel 7, or what you're seeing on social media, they all know that drama sells.
Yes.
100%. And you are put in intentionally a constant state of stress, reactive stress, reacting to the latest fucking gossip, drama, and scandal, because that's what creates attention, and then marketers can pay to advertise on that platform and make sales. Yep. Most people aren't able to actually step out of that puppet show that we're all sitting in and realize that we're all being programmed to be fat, broke, and fucking miserable.
Yep.
I won't go on too much of a tangent on this because I'll lose too many people, but garbage in, garbage out. Yeah. If you're listening to that garbage all day, and we know at the moment, the cost of petrol has gone up and, the RBA is talking about another interest rate and people are just losing their mind. In reaction, they don't even know what it means. I filled up the other day, it cost me an extra $40. Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. If you're really that worried about $40, have a look at your subscribooze. How many subscriptions do you have that you don't actually need?
How many streaming services you got that you're not watching?
Mate, look at your DoorDash or your Uber Eats account. Booze. We have clients before they come to us, they don't realise how much they're spending, so they start to track it. A couple $100 a week on booze. There's so much negative shit you could cut back on to compensate the $50 a tank difference in petrol. You are just reacting because you're told to. Mm-hmm. It's the same with the interest rates. Our parents paid off their houses on 18, 20% interest rates on $40,000 a year. Yes, their fucking loans were more and there's an argument for that. But look, people are just doing what they're told by our overlords, and you've got to feed your mind with positivity. You've got to be able to break through that, especially if you want to have such a change like you have, such a drastic rebuild. You've shifted your whole identity. You've lost 17.5 kilos of fat as a aging dad. That's what we are. Yep. You're coming into your 40s. Everything's meant to slow down. Yep. And you've done the opposite.
I've done the opposite, yeah.
The only reason you've done the opposite, mate, is because you've programmed yourself to do so by listening to those audiobooks.
Yep.
I have listened to them all multiple times and sat down many times and rebuilt this. What needs to be month one? What do new clients need to hear month one? It's the compound effect. They need to understand that those daily disciplines compounded over time can take you here or it can take you over here.
Yep.
And if you've got enough self-awareness to look back on the last couple of decades, you'll realise what your daily disciplines have been that have gotten you to the place where you can't see the old fellow when you look down. That wasn't necessarily you, but most of my clients have a gut that's stopping, that passage. So the compound effect is first. The second one, No Excuses, Brian Tracy, a bit harsher. Third one, I believe it's a Relentless by Tim Grover, who coached Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So they're all given to you guys for a reason.
Yep.
And the people that get here are typically are the ones that have listened to it, because the ones that fall off, it's because of the mindset.
Yeah.
They're not winning these conversations because they're not feeding their brain with good input, which is the audiobooks, the podcasts. They're being fed shit by marketers.
Yeah.
So not to make this a tangent rant, because I love to do this, but that's exactly why you were able to win those conversations in your mind at 3 a.m. when you were like, I'll hit snooze, I'll go tomorrow.
That's right.
And it's also why you were able to win those conversations when, the missus and your 3 kids had pizza on Friday night, or you said McDonald's, you said hungry. What else did you sit through?
Guzman, Hungry Jacks, Macca's, pizzas. Like I've sat through all that while they've ate it, and I've stuck to the plan.
And you've eaten your 300 grams of iFillet with your Spud Lights and your veggies and your orange juice.
That's all I ate. Yep.
And you were able to do that because there was something in your mind. Because you listened to that stuff.
I couldn't do that if I didn't reach out and listen to these audibles and just have the guidance of you guys, because I was my own worst enemy in my head.
Yeah.
Like I was always telling myself, not good enough. You can't do that. Like So they really helped me jump that hurdle.
Yeah. And that weekly phone call too. Like it's very easy when you're being a weekend warrior and doing your own deficit and your own plan, your own health kick.
Yep.
Well, I'm going on a health kick. How many blokes our age do that, right?
Awesome.
They lose 10 kilos and they end up 12 kilos heavier, 2 months later. Is with accountability, it's easy to let yourself down when you're doing your own. But when you've got another bloke that you've got to fucking ring that rings you and you've got to pick up that phone.
That's right.
You know that you're going to not cop an earful, but you're going to get reminded of your commitment and reminded of why you're doing this and what you're doing this for. And it's much harder to let down 2 people than it is to let yourself down.
That's right.
And us men, we're going to be in control of everything else in the household to a degree. Obviously, yes, women are taking care of their side as well. We've got enough stuff going on, to then hold yourself accountable to a calorie deficit when you're hungry, to get into the gym. It's just too much, which is why, most men are our age are overweight.
Yeah.
They just need to drop that ego, realise you need to farm out this side of your life to someone. Do a rebuild once. We can get your calories back up well over what you're eating at the moment, except with a 6-pack, and then you'll never have to worry about it again. This will be the last challenge you'll ever do because you're going to be rebuilt.
Yep. That's the plan. That's the goal.
And although you've gotten here at 10% and look amazing, you're with us for another 3 months to get those calories up to a point where, you probably couldn't get fat if you tried.
Yeah. No, that'd be ideal. And still then, with everything I've learnt, I think I'll be disciplined enough now.
Exactly.
To, look after myself.
And you can, like I said to you before, you can introduce some balance. Like once we've got your calories at 3,000 a day, you can have the pizza on the Friday night with them. You just eat a little bit less at lunch.
That's it.
Or you have less snacks. I mean, you're already eating really well. So I might digress here, and speak a bit about like what your plan looked like. So when I got your information from your co-coach, CJ, about 10 days ago to prepare you for today so you looked how you looked downstairs, I was like, wow, he's eating 2,600 calories. Like that's pretty good for 38, 39-year-old FIFO worker. I thought, he must be physical. He must be doing a lot of steps. And then later found out that you're in a machine all day.
I'm in a machine all day. 12.5-hour shift. I'm sitting down for 10 hours.
But it just brings me back. It's because you've been adherent.
Yeah.
It's the compound effect of 6 months of eating very similar foods, very similar times a day, training, eating the right foods.
Eating the right foods.
That's rebuild your and you've got a decent amount of muscle.
Yep.
That's rebuilt your metabolism. So, talk to me about what a 2,600 calorie diet or nutrition plan or meal plan looked like for you.
Yeah.
So what were you eating?
So I got five meals a day. I'll start with my 4 eggs on a wrap of a morning with an orange juice.
Lovely. So how'd you cook those? You fry them, you scramble them?
Just fry them.
You just fry them over easy?
Fry 'em over easy.
Okay. Salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper. Can add some 15 grams of sugar-free barbecue sauce.
Oh, nice one.
It's nice. It's good breakfast. And that gets me through to my first snack, which includes protein shake and a piece of kiwi fruit.
Okay.
Since the calories are going up, you can add a Nutri-Grain bar in that.
Oh, you had a couple of cereal bars, didn't you?
A couple of cereal bars. Lunch is 200 grams of chicken on 2 mini mission wraps.
Okay.
With salad, green salad.
Beautiful.
Yep, nice. About 15 grams of mayo. And then onto my second snack of the day, which is another protein shake and an apple and another cereal bar.
Yep.
And then my dinner, which is a 250 gram eye fillet steak, greens and Spud Light potato.
Yeah.
And it's solid.
Yeah, wow.
My hunger has actually pretty much been steady the whole time.
Wow.
And I was really worried that'd be a problem, especially doing what I'm doing. But no, I've actually managed it really well.
That's interesting. Yep. And I think the things you've done before is probably why you come in with that frame of struggling, because you used to get up and do an hour of fasted cardio, which typically will create an extreme appetite.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Well,
so
you get hammered that
cardio burns fat.
Burns fat, and I guess that was ingrained in me. And I would wake up early for a 6:30 shift. I'd be waking up at about 4 o'clock, try to get an hour cardio in just before I'd cook breakfast, and I'd be exhausted before I started my day. Whereas now getting up and having a few key supplements before you lift gives you energy for your day. Exactly.
Yeah, it's always interesting because guys are like, oh, I don't have the energy to train. It's like, that's why you need to train, because lifting weights, it actually gives you energy. Gives you the endorphin rush. Your testosterone gets a nice spike as well. And your body just processes calories so much better through the rest of the day as well.
5 training sessions a week, an hour and a half, like with your warm up. It's completely manageable.
It's a pretty easy trade, isn't it? For how good you feel.
And I've got more energy for it. So it's crazy.
Amazing. Yep. So for you, it's actually 3 solids. You've got your eggs.
Three solids.
You've got your chicken sandwich or chicken wrap.
Chicken wrap.
And then you've got your steak and
for dinner.
Chips or spar or mash or roasted, however you want to do it.
And then just two protein shakes.
Yeah, essentially 2 convenient shakes is why we did that. And then both of them are with fruit, which is fibre and other vitamins and minerals. Kiwi fruit and an apple is typically what you're doing. And then to add calories, you've just added in some cereal bars, Nutri-Grain bars.
Nutri-Grain and Milo bar.
Okay, so great. Yeah, yep, amazing. So that's a pretty good structure. Works in obviously with your shifts.
Yeah.
And it's really easy. So did you have to set reminders to remind yourself to eat at those times, or were they built around your breaks?
No. I pretty much just committed it to memory.
Okay.
Yeah, the plan was put in the. You gave me the plan.
Yep.
Saw what time I needed to eat and ate.
And that was that?
That was that. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And you reckon we started your calories at around 1800, 1900?
It was about 18, 19.
Yep. Yeah. And we built them to 2.6 while losing 7.5 kilos.
While losing 7.5 kilos.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Yep.
Hopefully to add another, 500 to 1,000 calories.
Yeah. 1,000's always the goal because we've got 12 weeks.
Yep.
Which we've done time and time again. Newman Ahmed, who's
Newman,
sat here and did this shirtless. He got his calories up to 3,600. Yeah, right. And he's still lean, but he actually had his spleen taken out recently. Just a random thing. So we're just managing because he was a Thai fitter, so very physical.
Yeah, very physical.
So we're trying to manage his calorie intake now that he's off the tools, which is fun. But yeah, you can definitely do it, man. For you guys that kind of want to try and understand how we can do that, start somebody at 1,900 calories and build their calories up to 2,600, whilst losing 17.5 kilos of fat over that time. It's the consistency of his routine. So the fact that he's eating very similar foods helps the body process everything more efficiently. So your body will now process 2,600 calories as well as what it processed 1,800 calories before doing this. And it's that compound effect of consistency. And that's why the Compound Effect by Darren Hardy is the first audio book that I give you guys, to really have that aha moment and get all those examples that he gives about the compounding penny and the relationship and ignoring your misses. And if you do that, can see how that all works. It's an amazing book. Yeah. And it's the fact that we're using resistance training as our stimulus and not cardio. Yeah. So because you're PBing each week, because we hit 1 or 2 muscle groups a session across 4 or 5 workouts, you're PBing every week, you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger. It requires more caloric demand as you progress. So that's how we do it. If you just did the same program the whole time, you'd be in trouble. Or if you did cardio, you wouldn't be able to do that. Because how many of you guys listening have tried 1,800 calories and it works for a couple of weeks and it stops working?
Yeah.
You know, your metabolism comes down and gets used to 1,800 and you stop losing fat. So what do? Most of you go and jab Ozempic or try something else. Keto. Oh, I'll cut carbs this time and we'll try it. Or I'll try fasting, or I'll try this young guy's approach, or I'll go with Physique Factory, or whatever. I'll do the Cunny 8-week challenge, whatever, right? And it just never works for you. Whereas what we do is we rebuild you. We do it one and done is what I call it. And the way that we've built this with the protein targets, the foods that we incorporate, the audio books, the consistency, the accountability, the resistance training is all built with that goal in mind, to start your calories low, get your body fat all the way to 10% whilst building calories as high as we can, then getting your calories even higher while you maintain 10%, and then fuck off out of our program and you never have to worry about it again.
Yeah.
It's the last emperor, if you will. It's the last program that you ever have to do, because it's called a rebuild. We're rebuilding you. That's the goal. It's not a challenge. It's not a health kick. It's not a fat loss phase. No. We're rebuilding the man. Were you surprised that was happening? Were you like, fuck, CJ, you sure you want to give me extra calories this week? Or were you just like, you know what, I've watched enough podcasts, do what you need to do and I'll...
Oh, look, I was losing a solid amount. The first 12 weeks, I was constantly losing. So when the calories started to go up and I was still losing, I was like, this is interesting. Yeah.
Interesting was your reaction. Okay. Yeah. Because I know sometimes guys are like, oh, I'm really happy at a kilo, last week. Can I just leave it? I'm not that hungry. And then we're like, no, we need to rebuild. And they're like, oh, really? And again, it's because the foods are similar. Yep. The foods, we have a bunch of non-negotiables here at MPT: red meat, kiwi, orange juice, cranberry juice, salt your food, lemon, super greens, carrot. What have I left out? Full fat dairy if it agrees with you. So we're giving your body an influx of key and essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that it doesn't get when you do this whole, I'll have Guzman and Gomez on the way home because I saw some fitness influencer say that you can eat healthy there. Or I'll just eat, fake away tonight and I'll make my McChicken burger because I saw, again, an in-shape fitness influencer talking about it. That shit just doesn't work. No. Like, it does if you're an ectomorph and if you're on TRT like most of these, fucking coaches are that are showing you all this. But if you're a middle-aged bloke and you're behind 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 kilos of fat, your hormones are dropped, your metabolism's not working, and you got other responsibilities, that stuff just doesn't work for you, mate. It doesn't. No. And that's why, as much as it'd be nice for me to kind of do all that shit and go viral, it just doesn't fucking work. So I'm just not interested in it. No. And you're another perfect example of what happens when you dedicate 6 months of your life to actually trusting the process, following our system. That's it. Just not shutting up, but just being fucking coachable and just letting us do what we do best.
That's it. Yeah.
And getting to the end.
Yep.
And here we are. How surprised were you with how you look today? Like you were like, is that me?
Some of the shots I saw was crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that was me. It's not the same person I was 6 months ago, that's for sure.
It's like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, right?
Right? I know, you're only fucking YouTube number 35, but anyway, yeah. So what about like the family support and stuff? Like were your kids all on board, or were they picking on you a bit? The missus, was she supportive?
No, they've all been good.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess because I'm only home half the time, I've just had to pretty much count on myself. A lot of the time too. Okay. So that's where that self-discipline come in. Because when I'm away, I'm by myself. Live in a little single bedroom unit, so I'm by myself.
It's probably easier there, if anything, is it?
Oh, yes and no. Like sometimes it's you can get in your head a lot when you're sitting by yourself.
Okay.
No, I got through some hard times, and I'm all the better for it.
Yeah.
So no, I'd totally do it again if I had to.
Yeah. Well, you won't now.
Won't have to. So
Don't blow out this weekend. You're up here with your wife on the Gold Coast. Look, we're not known for our food up here. So, I grew up in Melbourne. I spent the first 30 years in Melbourne. I've never really been a foodie, to be honest. I see it more as fuel. I do enjoy food, but it's just not a big portion of my life. And you come up here and it's the restaurants aren't as good, coffee's not as good. But I've given you some tips on where to go.
You have, yep. I'll use them.
I've signed the permission slip for you to have a free meal tonight as well.
Woo.
Yeah, so get whatever the fuck you want. Take a picture of it too, please.
First one in 6 months.
Yeah, splurge meal signed off by the coach. No, enjoy it, man. You've earned it.
Oh, thanks for that.
And then we'll start the rebuild. Yeah, well, we'll just execute what we discussed.
Yep.
Before, yeah. All right. Well, I don't think I really have that much more, man. Really, really good hearing your story, and you know, you definitely have every excuse, or had every excuse available.
I had them all available to me.
You know.
Yeah. So, look, I mean, I'm not one to pat myself on the back, but look, I got through some hard times, and you know, it's a lot of it's mind games, and yeah, just if you can get over that hurdle in your head, telling you that you can't do it, like. Yeah, you're stronger than you think. So,
yeah. I mean, the old saying I used to love is the fish rots at the head. You know, everybody's trying to fix the body, but they don't want to work on the mind.
Look, and that's credit to the podcast you put out too. Like, it's really good. Like, because I drive an hour and a half to where I work, and so the potty goes on, and it's good to listen to, and puts me in a positive mindset. And you know, before that, like I said, my own worst enemy in my head. You know, I was telling myself some stupid crap, and no, it's changed me clearly, and for the better.
For the better. Yep. And like, you know, I spoke a bit about role models before. You know, like this whole dad bod. You know, she'll be right, mate. Some of the Australian culture's a bit ass backwards.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know, that is part of my mission doing this. You know, like I was wearing the Trump hat there for a while. Make men great again, make dads great again. And I still believe in that message. Obviously, I don't necessarily agree with what Trump's doing politically, and I've had to get rid of that red hat because I was just copping way too much snow for that. But it's still what I want to work on moving forward is just showing dads, hey, to look and feel your best. Yeah. It's actually not as hard as you think. And to maintain it actually doesn't take any more work than what you're doing. In fact, it takes less work than what you're already doing, you know, going on health kicks and doing stupid things.
Look, I couldn't credit this experience enough. And look, it is rubbing off on the family. Like, my daughters have joined me in the gym a couple of times now because they see me wake up early, and they've joined me. My son, you know, I was able to we had our first ab off yesterday in the backyard because he's always telling me his abs are bigger than mine. But I'm like, oh, not anymore, bud.
Not anymore, buddy. Fuck, how good's that, man?
So, no, it's good. And
amazing.
Hopefully, it keeps rubbing off on them, and, you know, I can go to the gym with my kids a lot more.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. I mean, your kids are always watching.
Always watching. They're sponges. So
you know, it's not so much what you say; it's what you do.
That's it.
And who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and I was saying earlier before, like, it's really good for kids to see dad or mum and dad actually do something they said they were going to do.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing worse than you know, watching your parents say, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this," and then they don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just teaching you subconsciously that it's okay to give up on your goals.
Yeah.
And coming into the world we're coming into, mate, there's going to be we
were talking about that earlier, and it's scary.
A very big difference between people that have a good life and a good and peace of mind. You know, it's almost like it's not about how much money you have or how you look. It's about the peace of mind that you've got in between your fucking ears. Like with this whole psychosis that's going on with the media and the government and what they're doing and yada, yada, yada. We could go on about conspiracies. They're not even conspiracies anymore. No, the conspiracy is that the fucking government are looking after you and have your best interest at heart. Like, that's the evidential conspiracy now. Yeah. You know, I saw Aldo get on the news the other day and try to get people on his side that we're getting our information online now, and we're not just getting our information from 7, 9 and 10. Well, I wonder why, mate. Look what you guys did through COVID. Yeah. You berated people who wanted to keep their autonomy and not get vaccinated. It's just the pandemic of the vaccinated. Okay, then why are the vaccinated getting COVID over and over and over again? Like, it was just anyone with a set of eyes and reasoning capacity in their brain. I think they're like, I don't trust anything anymore. And, you know, for Aldo to go on there and say, oh, there's so many conspiracy theories online. It's like, mate, everything you're saying on Channel 7 is a fucking conspiracy. You're trying to tax every last cent from everyone. Yeah. Land tax, inheritance tax, like spare room tax. Oh, you've been successful. You've got a home with a couple of extra spare rooms so you can fly up your family or have your parents sleep over. Well, we'll look at taxing that.
Yeah, we'll tax that.
Like, hang on a minute. I've already bought my home with untaxed dollars. Yeah. I've paid land tax. I've paid fucking stamp duty. I'm paying your banks that you own, you know, 6%. Over 30 years, which is double what the price. Anyway, let's not go into it. But
it could be another hour there.
Easily. The point I'm making is that, you know, dads need to step up and stop being so fucking weak. Yeah. And the first way that we can do that is by conquering our mind and doing it with our health. Yep. At the end of the day, health is the ultimate wealth. Like you've seen, you know, a dad that's doing well, making money in the mines now instead of in the hospital, doesn't mean dick if you can't go kick the footy with him. No. Because your knees are sore because you're carrying too much fat.
Oh, man. Like, it's crazy. I could run circles around him now. So it's good. And like you said, he's only going on 11. got plenty more years ahead of me running around with him. So
Yeah.
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 No.
And the thing is too, like after 30, your body just doesn't break and go to shit. It does because of your habits.
Yeah.
Like, again, you're the oldest you've ever been, right? You're
Yep,
the same age
that's
as
it.
me. You're born in 87.
87.
Got to experience growing up in the 90s.
Yep.
Thank God, mate. You know, we got to see Mike Tyson. We got to see Michael Jordan. We got to see
yeah.
like so much fucking legitimate cool athletes that
Yeah.
weren't doping or cheating or scandals or whatever. I mean, Tyson ended up in jail, but
Yeah.
anyway. And, you know, coming into your 40s, you want to be looking forward to it because
Yeah.
you've got your health in order. You're not sore. You're not stiff. You're not exhausted all the time. And you're not this like rapidly aging, decrepit old man that's
No,
kind
well,
of reflecting on his heydays.
that
You're in
was-
your heyday now.
Yeah, that was another one of my goals, to be in great shape before I was 40. Now I'm 39 next week and
Yep.
beat it by a year. So
Yeah.
look, I should be able to knock out another 3 months and maintain that
Yeah.
for another 9 months after that. And
Yeah.
40, here I come.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
And like you got the skills now to be able to do a little bit of a bulk.
Yeah.
And you know where to cut cows now.
Yep.
If you want to get ultra shredded like you are,
Yeah.
like you can do that. You can go through those mini phases.
Got the knowledge. So
But the thing is, the baseline's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, the baseline's not going to be,
that's it.
17 and a half kilos
Yeah.
behind the 8 ball,
Yeah.
thinking you've got to do 60 minutes of faster cardio on the treadmill to start your day to lose fat.
That tires me just thinking about what I was doing.
Mm.
Like, it's crazy that I'm doing less and I'm feeling more. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
a great experience.
Yeah, awesome, man. And again, it's leadership by example now. You know,
Yeah.
like you've done it. You're healthy. You're fit. You're eating well. That's the ultimate example for your family, man, and for
Yeah.
your kids.
No, and that's what it's all about. I want to be the best version of me I can be for them. So,
Yeah. And it's also like you'll now be a bit of a mini role model in your network now. There'll be mates at work.
Yeah, I've
Like
had
when we
videos out already.
Yeah.
It's just seeing that thing you shared on Insta yesterday.
The before and after photo. Yep.
Yeah. So
Like I said to everyone that sits here, I said, when I start putting up the videos and shit and tagging you when you share it, they'll come out of the woodwork, mate. Someone you haven't heard from 20 years will be like, mate, what's going on? What?
Yeah.
Some are negative. What are you taking? What are you injecting?
what are you
Others will be like, mate, what are you doing? Like, what's your secret?
yeah.
So yeah, awesome, dude. Oh well, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
on a really impressive rebuild. I had fun today. I think today was great.
I had an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Really great experience.
Yeah. And the first thing you said to me when you walked up the hill out of the Uber was, I'm really out of my comfort zone here.
Look, I've just joining the MPT took me out of my comfort zone, and having the goal to do a little photo shoot at the end. It wasn't necessarily with you because I wasn't aware that this was kind of a thing. So to do it with you is a bonus even.
Yeah.
Because you've been there with me the whole step of the way, and to cap it off with this training session is what an experience.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough.
Yeah. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
We're always trying to tell people that it's fun.
It's so
I'll
fun.
teach you a bunch of shit. I'll
So
show you how to engage your muscles.
Oh, look, I don't think my delts will ever be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. And even the cameraman, like the cameraman, isn't he?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Like he's not a cameraman. People think they're going to rock up and like Channel 7's going to be here.
Yeah, no.
It's just a dude.
Just a dude. We all had a chat,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And he's really invested in my results because he's been doing it for, I think he's filmed at least 15 of these.
Yeah, cool.
So he loves it. He's like, who am I seeing today?
Yeah.
He often says, who we got on Friday? So I'll send him the pic. He's like, fuck, man, wow, that's so cool.
Oh, so
and like,
cool.
he's trying to get his brother on, to be a client of mine as well because his brother's a bit overweight and struggling mentally.
Yeah, right. Oh, dude,
It's a pretty direct
Do it.
link with mental health and weight with men and women.
Yeah.
And we do tackle all of it to the best of my ability and experience anyway. It's great. It's great, man. And you're essentially helping me with my movement of trying to make men
I'm glad I could help.
great again, and
Yeah, I'm glad I could help.
just getting rid of this dad bod, bottom of the barrel. She'll be right. Minimal effort, path of least resistance.
That's what it was. I think I sent you a few pictures. I was sitting in front of a cake, and then there was another one with me eating a bowl of ice cream. And that was that. That's the mentality I used to have. She'll be right. It's all right. It's only a little bit,
mate.
But this rebuild's been amazing.
Yeah, that's great, mate. And I think these podcasts and these YouTubes is probably what does the turning point for a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I can be really aggressive and hammer the mindset and really, I can try every angle possible.
Yep.
But because I wasn't a fat dad, people are like, whatever, it's easy for you because insert excuse. But I think the more guys I get up here and get to a physique level that's very close to mine, most of you guys are very close to my physique level anyway, and weren't bodybuilders, weren't in the magazines, weren't aspiring pro wrestlers. I'm just showing people, hey, you can actually do it. Most of you have the dream bod.
Yeah.
It's probably just under 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 kilos of fat, and 6 months on a good fucking gym program.
Man, what's 6 months?
And a good diet.
In the scheme of things, yeah.
And mate, you're walking around like the top, 1% of blokes our age in the world.
Tell you what, 6 months ago I wouldn't be walking, the beach on the Goldie shirtless, but tomorrow morning I'll be there.
You'll be there.
Shirtless.
Yeah, that's amazing. And look, man, everybody looks like an Avenger on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And
I can join them.
And you can join them.
Why not?
Yeah. It's just very fulfilling. Like, I think it's understated how fulfilling building an epic physique is with your own two hands naturally. At this age, there's some great physiques online, but most of them, they're injecting stuff. They're fucking cheating. It's not cheating if you can TRT and your doctor says, shut up, man.
Shut up.
Fix your testosterone naturally first. If you can't do that and it's genetic, then go and take the needle. But don't go to the needle because yours is lowish and you want it elite and you're going to hide behind, my test was low at this age. Shut the fuck up, man. Like, that is just, you're being a fucking pussy. But everyone buys it. Everyone believes, at least he's honest about it.
Yep.
Okay. So he's cheating, but because he's honest, it's okay. Have that conversation with your wife. Like, fuck, man, it's nuts. But, yeah. So thank you for being another person that's gone through the system and is making dads great again and showing people that you don't have to be a fucking fat, middle-aged, balding.
Nah, look, I appreciate it. I hope this helps guys jump the fence. Definitely, you should do it. 100%.
It will, man. It will. And I can't wait for all these people to come out of the woodwork from your network when we start posting some of this shit on Instagram. I'll make some posts before you go and we'll do it.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. If you've watched all the way through and there's certain things that I didn't answer in this podcast and you want to know more about, please put it below and I will make sure the next podcast I have them, or I'll actually write back to you on YouTube. That's easy done. And for you guys listening on the audio accounts, head over to YouTube and put some questions in the comment section, because I can sit here and do a podcast with myself for 3 hours on what I think's wrong with men and how they're being, for lack of better words, cowards by self-sedating with booze, gambling, porn, addiction, sports bets accounts. Like, what are you guys masking? Like, just, face your fears in the mirror and realize what's going on. And do better. Like, this, she'll be right. It's a dad bod.
Do better.
You're setting the wrong example for your kids. You're making your kids come up in a world where you think that the path of least resistance is going to do is good enough. And it might have been good enough for our age. Our guys, our age, enough people saved enough money on $1,000 a week and were able to get a house when the property was affordable. Our kids aren't going to be able to do that.
Not going to be that lucky.
Our kids are either going to be rent sharing until they're 50 with mates,
or living at home with
or they're going to be doing really well as business owners. There's going to be a massive divide in the haves and have-nots, and you want your kids to have, right? So it starts with you and the example that you're setting. So pull your fucking finger out,
do it,
and step into your potential instead of avoiding it and self-sedating yourself. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you.